everybody should subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Hello, YouTube. How's it going? My name's Mikey, and this Dead Meat Comedy Festival. I went to Dead Meat Comedy Festival. Me and Kimmi, we travelled to the Manchester area, and we arrived at the festival. And straight away, Rob was there to greet us.
Hey, good to see you. You well? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Keeping good?
Yeah, very good. It's Rob. It was nice to see him straight away. I was really happy. I wanted to get a picture with him, but he seemed very busy running a festival.
Too big.
There you go.
Amazing.
And then thank you.
What's the first thing you do when you get to a festival? Any festival, it doesn't matter what festival you go to, there is always one thing that you need to do. You got to get your bearings, so you got to walk around and know where to go. That's a long ass queue. What's so special about this bar?
I don't know, what's that smell?
It smells good. Everything needs to be looked at so you know where everything is, and if anything happens, you need to make sure that you know where you are and how to get to that place. That's what me and Kimmi did. Kimmi has never been to a festival before, by the way, and I didn't mention that before, so she was a little bit nervous. Imagine like going to a music festival and there's loads of different acts up on stage. Replace the bands and the artists with comedians and poetry people. And then you've got yourself a comedy show. It was literally so freaking awesome to see the amount of different artists up on stage. I'm not going to allow you to hear any of the footage that's going on screen now of the different artists that were on stage because I don't want their sets to be given away. But you can have a look at the stage environment and you can see what the audience looks like and you can see how talented some of these comedians were. One of the things that me and Kimmi really wanted to do was we wanted to get a free tattoo. Should we go get a tattoo?
Shall we?
You want to go get a tattoo? We queued up for the tattoo. We got the ticket, we booked in, and we were like, this is it, this is the tattoo we're gonna get. You have to roll a dice, and whatever number you get corresponds to a picture of a tattoo that you're gonna get. And that's it. If you want to change it, you have to pay for it.
Yeah, all right, mate. I'm getting a tattoo right now. What's up, YouTube? How we doing?
Unfortunately, the tattoo artists were only tattooing from 1 o'clock until 7:30. We are in the queue to get a tattoo, but we don't think we're going to go because we're number 61, I think. I think we're either number 61 or 62 or 63. We're one of those numbers, and they're on number 15 currently. So, you know. There's a whole 45 people to go ahead of me. But you know, in hindsight, I'll probably regret it, so I'm okay with it. Food at this festival that was provided for was actually insane. My favorite was this place. This place was awesome. I had a fried chicken wrap, and it was fucking lovely. It was probably one of the best wraps I've ever had. I don't even know what the sauce was, but it was the best sauce I've ever had. Foster Kim. Gone to a comedy show and I don't know where she's gone. She left me eating. I have no idea where she's at. So obviously there was different comedians on throughout the day, and they were on from they were on from 1 o'clock all the way up until like 1 o'clock at night. Like these comedians were all working their asses off, putting on some amazing gigs and some amazing shows. I watched a guy, I can't remember this comedian's name, but I don't know if I want to, but he ate a whole tin of peaches to millions of peaches and then threw them up into a bucket and proceeded to chuck the bucket into the audience. That's the kind of tone we're going with this festival, people. It was insane. It was funny. Gross, but it was funny. They also had a Newcomer tent set up, which was an inflatable pub, which I loved. we went in there, and some of the guys in there were fucking smashing it. Like, they were hilarious. And then there was some other people that really tanked, like, really badly. But all to them, they got up in front of people and they did it. They got up in front of people and they performed their set. Like, even though they may have tanked, they still got up and performed in front of a bunch of people, which I would never be able to do. One of my favorite things about the night was when Freddie came back up on stage to celebrate. that he was drinking again. That was brilliant, especially because he was drinking 2 bottles of champagne. My favorite tent, my favorite stage, my favorite place to hang out was actually the podcast tent. The podcast tent was actually insane. Again, the footage that I'm showing you now will not have any audio because of the stuff that was said. However, this little stage was brilliant. Obviously, Dead Man Talking is a podcast. It's just they put this festival on for their audience, which I think is actually insane and amazing. You can't have a podcast put on a festival and then not have a podcast stage. So this is where this festival became brilliant. So they invited other podcasts to come into the festival and talk as if they were on a podcast on stage. I'm sure some of them recorded their episode and then were releasing it to the public, which is a brilliant idea. Live podcasts are insane. Some of the things I saw on this stage are not meant to happen in real life. I saw people eating crisps off men's chests. I saw women standing on Lego. I saw people eating chili after chili. It was insane. I actually loved it. It was great. It was such a little vibe in that tent. There was lots going on. There was also a center tent that was amazing. This hosted the Gong Show, which they called the Mong Show, which I thought was brilliant. However, that did get moved into the pub because the stage that was a wrestling ring that got demolished halfway through the festival because the wrestling guys decided to take it down. However, saying that, the wrestling that was put on was insane.
Michael!
This is awesome. We all love Michael.
My stomach went. I was so disgusted. He literally drank his blood.
One of my favorite highlights was the chant. Obviously, I can't say the word. So every time I say going to be bleeped. But the fact that this chant became a chant So anytime any comedian mentioned anything about or anything about person themselves, the chant got bigger, louder and louder and louder. Towards the end of the night, Dead Man Talking podcast put on their own live show on the main stage, which lasted about an hour, which was insane because you don't get to see the organizers sit down with the audience and just chill and chat about absolute random shit and say how good the festival was and thank you so much for everybody coming out. Like, that really doesn't happen, not for half an hour anyway. It's usually just a 5-minute comment at the end of a festival. But this was something else, and I really enjoyed it. I really loved how they treated every single audience member as an individual, and I love that they got every single person involved. Tom, I'm really sorry that your hair got cut off though. I do have footage of that. I'm putting that in. We also had fireworks, which was insane. Those fireworks must have cost an absolute fortune. Not gonna lie, they were bloody brilliant though. Probably my favorite bit of the entire festival, and I'm sure everybody else's, was the disco. Yes, that's right. There was a disco. There was a disco at the end of the festival put on by Rob himself, and I'm not going to lie here. Rob, you looked fantastic, mate. You looked absolutely beautiful. But that was the end of the festival, and I'm not going to lie, guys. We had a great time. I had a great time. Kimmi had a great time. I'm using the stage light as a light for this, so I don't know what this is going to look like. However, I just thought I'd do the outro now because it's pretty much over. We've had a great day, me and Kim. I'm going to go find her now. But if you're watching this and you were at the festival, it was great to meet you and to party with you and to laugh with you. And if you are watching this and you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. That would be great as well. But I am going to go. You know I'm going to close this vlog with my nose because that's the way a monkey rolls. I will see you all, possibly sometime soon, possibly in the next video. Who knows? Have a nice day.
It's that vlog life, bro. That's how we roll. Don't forget to close the vlog with your nose. Here we come right at ya, kicking as you bet ya.
I really hope you've enjoyed this format of vlog. I'm just trying to make it a little bit, I don't know. I just wanted to make it feel like a podcast because I went to a podcast festival. Does that make sense?